Good evening. It is 9:15. You just came back from the Chamber of Commerce. Partner, me, my best friend, and we have entered ourselves into the Chamber of Commerce with the new company. And so cool because I've never had a business partner before. We are in it with 3 people. And the cool thing is really that this business is, I was talking about it with my partner today. Like, this business is so different than when I started my first. Like, the first was really like when the first time that I went to the Chamber of Commerce, I only knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That was the only thing I was certain of. And so I was like, you know what? I think I've always done that. I know that this is certain, so I will act on this certainty. And so I went to the Chamber of Commerce with no clue what to do. Basically, I was just bluffing my way into it. And so when we have entered now, it's such a different way of leadership, different way of entrepreneurship, like coming into the business already. Like, we already know that this is going to be a multiple 5-figure business from this year on. We already know it's just set up in such a different way. We have more like this is such a secure idea. The people that are onboarding are also really mature in their business, I would say, or grounded in their work. We have a proper way of launching the thing. Everything is set up in such a different way. Like, when I started, it was just like I had my name in the Chamber of Commerce. That was it. After that, it took me like few months, like maybe 5, 6, 7 months before I actually did something. It was the first thing that I did. I was making these small. No, actually, the first thing I think was I had I made lemonade, like these special lemonades with a girlfriend of mine. We sold it on a what's the word in English, like the Sunday fair, like, the farmers market, farmers fair or whatever. And like, we sold 3 cups of this lemonade we made. Like, we made a few of these buckets full of lemonade. It's the funniest thing. And all of my first entrepreneur ideas were flops, basically. The first thing that I tried were flops. Well, they were only flops, I would say, because I didn't take it further. That is a difference. Because I know that if I would go about with the lemonade idea, I could make it into a success. But it didn't catch me the way this thing does. And that is also kind of the whole preparation between then and now, and the whole preparation between now and then. I don't know why it comes up like that. It's just so different, right? It is, we already built something. We already have our feet in the ground. We already have the work done. We already have the coaching skills, the skills to create a business. We already have so much experience under our belt. So when I create a business, like a business purposeful, like from purpose right now, of course that is so different than when I just started. It is already grounded in a very, very secure base of knowing how things work. When I started, I didn't know anything about entrepreneurship. I just did something, and then it kind of took a turn. I remember that I got clients basically from magic, like basically from just sharing my heart. And then suddenly, like, for example, when I first started some entrepreneur thing, I just started to write about my passion. There was no real idea about making money, but I got a freelance gig for writing somebody's newsletter, and I was like, okay, wow, like these things come out of nowhere when you just follow your instinct, follow your heart. So, these things, they are creating wealth, they are creating possibilities, they are creating income when you do things from your instinct, from your heart, from your leadership, just because you have your heart on board, right? You have passion. And of course, now we are so much more deliberate about what we're doing, how we want to bring like this phase that we are in right now. My best friend as well, and me and my partner. Well, my partner just started out, but like for us, it is different. We are creating a legacy. So I would say the biggest difference between then and now is that there's a different intention. Like before, it was. I see these phases more often, and that's also in the Orgasmic Brands collective that I created. All my course content is there. Like there are these different phases. The first is wild business from it in. You're putting your you're putting your feet in the ground of who am I? Like who am I becoming? What is my purpose? What is my heart? And then when you found some rooting in that, the second phase starts, and that is becoming the person that is the leader of that. It is the alchemized part where you really start to shift into, okay, this is who I am, and this is what I'm here for, and this is what I'm building, and this is the leadership that I am embodying right now. Then I feel that the difference between the first 1.5, first maybe 2, maybe 3 years is more about footing, like putting your feet in and transitioning to a leadership that feels solid, feels accurate, feels grounded. And what I've seen, at least with myself, with my clients, I want to say with myself, with clients, with others, is that then you start to find out, like, okay, how does this cash creation game work, right? The entrepreneurial spirit, the making it work, making more cash, making more income inside the business. And that is the orgasmic wealth, how we would say, how we would determine it in our tantric business modality, or the tantric business lifestyle and business, yeah. And then it's more about, okay, let's get money, and let's get grounded in the financial aspect of having a business. Before, when I started out with my business, these things didn't supply enough for myself. Like I could not live from my business. It was more, let's say, a hobby. Not maybe, when you have a plant, it's like the sprouting phase. The plant just takes the first. You see the first flower. I see this. Do you know when it's winter time, from winter to spring, there's this. I don't know what the English word is. It's something like. We call it snow clocks. It's like this. There's this first flower, first white flower that pops up in wintertime. I would say that is the first phase. With a lot of people, I'm not saying with everybody. Maybe other people are quicker, or they are more embodied in a specific thing, or talented. But and then the orgasmic wealth thing starts to really build the foundation of, okay, I can live from this, and I can live properly from this. I would say my year last year was a lot about that. Like, okay, bringing in cash, bringing in 10K month, 20K month, right? 30K month, like 40K month. Last month was a 44K month. And so it starts to become, oh, cool. That is the interest. Like, oh my God, yeah, higher months, higher cash months, higher, I don't know, recurring income. And now, like, we are very, very in a very different place. Like, both my best friend and I, we are more from in a place of like, okay, great, but we want to build something that is legacy. It is something that is bigger vision, lasting for a lifetime, really bringing the impact that you want. It's about brand building a brand, like a literal brand. Like my interest with the current business, but mostly I would say my attention goes to the Tantric Business Academy, is impact, global impact. We were in the Chamber of Commerce today, and he said like, oh, you want it to be an oil stain that just kind of spreads. And I'm like, yes, exactly. That's why we're doing a coaching certification, so people are teaching our methods and spread it globally across the board. And that's why our intention also with the conference is not only having European and USA people in the conference, but also people that origin from Asia, that origin from South America, that origin from Africa. They are there, like people with different cultural backgrounds that have their foot into their region, because this is a global teaching. It is not about us. It is about the teaching, bringing something to the planet, planetary wealth. And that is the phase we're in now, legacy building. And it's so different. It is just so different. And I think that is also something that I was talking about with my partner. I said, this business feels so different than my own. And maybe it's because of this, because it's really about legacy. It's really about legacy. And that feels way more grounded, way more precise, way more intentional. It's not about quick cash. It is not about quick wins. It is about, what are we building? What are we bringing to the world? What is the legacy? What is the teaching? How do we want to position ourselves? Like, how do we want to come in with integrity? How do we want to teach something? Hey, Freek. How do we want to bring the company globally? How do we want to bring the impact, right? It is not about quick cash anymore. It's not, even though it will be a very successful business. That is, I know that to be true. That was also the intent. Well, not the money wise, but the big impact has been the intent of the business. And of course there will be a lot of clients, but the perspective is very different. It is about spreading the world globally. And yeah, of course you want it's to there's a price tag on it, but it's not the main focus. It is the main focus to make it a global movement, to make it a global impact, to make businesses that are built from planetary wealth, from life force, from connection to nature. So we get incredible businesses that are both lucrative as sustainable, as in connection with communities, with planetary wealth in a global sense, with the natural aspects and the community aspects more. And so it's just such a different way of my hair. Such a different way of creation. We are very, very intentional about what we bring also into the coaching certificate. Like, the reason why we onboarded Heidi is because her teachings about neurobiology behind flow states is one of the most, I would say, impactful, also accurate teachings I've ever come across around like about embodiment, but it's science-based teachings about the nervous system, about flow states. And so it is very, 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 very I don't know the word, like it's super, super like like we are building a coaching certificate that really makes an impact. That is just how we choose to position ourselves. It has to bring the cultural shift, the identity shift, the impact, the changing lives aspect in it. It has to be there. So we are very secure in who we choose to participate, how we build it, how we want to position ourselves, what kind of bigger projects we are launching for it. So everything feels so deliberate, and it's just fucking juicy. I love it. Thank you so much for listening. If you are so interested in building brands wherever you are in your journey, from what I said, the begin phase to the middle phase with cash creation until now, not iconic brands, building an iconic brand, that is the intent. Orgasmic brand is the teaching. Like, there is nothing else that is better than that if you really want to go into brand building, iconic brand building. That is it. That is the thing. All my teachings are there. This is the core, like all courses are specifically based on how to build, in whatever stage you are in, build a company from your life force, build a company that feels aligned with your values, with your energy, with your teachings, with your gifts. Everything is in harmony with you, basically your nature, and helps you bring that also into the world. So I would really start there if I were you. The link is in the bio. You're so welcome to join us. And I'm looking forward to meeting you there. Bye.